Welcome to Mitchinson Flight Centre, one of the longest running flight schools in Canada and the largest in Saskatchewan. If you're watching this video, you probably have a few questions for us. In the next few minutes, I will be telling you a bit about us, the flight training programs we offer, some common questions about flight training, and different careers in the aviation industry. Mitchinson Flight Centre is conveniently located at the John Diefenbaker International Airport, which is an air traffic controlled airport at Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We have dedicated support facilities for our students on the field. Established in 1946 by Harold Mitchinson, Mitch learned to fly at the Saskatoon Flying Club, earning his private pilot license in 1936 and his commercial license in 1937. Mitch was also an aircraft maintenance engineer apprentice from 1936 to 1938. Mitch then served with the RAF in World War II as an instructor pilot. Following the war, he returned to Saskatoon and started Mitchinson Flying School, which was later renamed Mitchinson Flying Service. Mitch is one of the pioneers in flight training in Saskatchewan and was appropriately inducted into the Saskatchewan Aviation Hall of Fame in June 1989. Mitchinson Flight Centre has grown to be the largest flight training unit in Saskatchewan, with over 70 students in various stages of training, 14 instructors, and a Transport Canada flight test examiner on staff. This is supported by a fleet of 14 Cessna aircrafts, including a range of models from the 152, 172, 182, and Cessna 310. Supporting a fleet this large requires a great deal of support and planning. To do so, we have a dedicated team of aircraft maintenance engineers, aircraft fuelers, and dispatchers. Our team is here to ensure your flight training progresses as smoothly as possible. Now that you know a little bit about the Flight Centre, you may be asking, what can Mitchinson Flight Centre offer you? If you are interested in aviation as a hobby, to rent an aircraft and take your family and friends up for a flight, or if you want to own your own aircraft for personal use, our private pilot license course is for you. We also offer a professional pilot modular program which allows students to work at their own pace, one-on-one with an instructor, to complete their professional flight training at a pace that they find comfortable. This program offers future airline pilots over 120 hours of ground school instruction with a commercial pilot license, multi-engine rating, and instrument rating. The flight instructors at Mitchinson's aren't just experienced, but also passionate and dedicated to the training process.
Here at Mitchinson's, we specialize in flight training from zero experience all the way to the commercial license and ratings that you would need for a professional career. The first step is a private license, which consists of a ground school and 45 hours of combined dual and solo flight training. Once the private pilot license flight test and written exam are complete, you continue on to the commercial stage. This portion includes a night rating, a solo cross-country time building, as well as learning the more advanced flight maneuvers. Towards the end of the commercial stage, most students generally complete their multi-engine and instrument ratings. This consists of simulator training in our full motion simulator, as well as flight training on our Cessna 310 aircraft. The total minimum flying time required for a commercial license is 200 hours. Once you hold this commercial license, you can now start flying for award or higher. As a fresh graduate, there are a few different routes that you can take to get your career started. One of these routes is to get a flight instructor rating and build hours that way. At Mitchinson's, we offer a flight instructor rating consisting of ground and flight training with one of our senior instructors. As a flight instructor at Mitchinson's, you work in a team environment to ensure quality flight training in the air as well as on the ground. A typical lesson as a flight instructor includes pre-flight ground briefing, instruction in the aircraft, and a post-flight debrief. Instructing is also a great way to build flight hours and opens many different opportunities for your career. With the professional training offered at Mitchinson's, the career possibilities are endless. Whether you're wanting to get into bush flying, an airline career, or anything in between, Mitchinson's can get you started.
All students involved in flight training are required to obtain their Transport Canada Category 1 or 3 medical. Keep in mind, perfect vision is not required and corrective lenses may be worn. Flight training costs are all competency-based, meaning if you're struggling with a portion of the flight training, we are required to repeat some flight exercises, and the cost may be higher than what is quoted. Sometimes the process of getting a pilot's license can be confusing. We here at Mitchinson's make it easy for you. We will assist you in exam-related registrations, pathway programs for job opportunities, visa processing, license conversion, and more. For more information about our flight training programs, please send us an email at info@flymitchinson.com. Most people only see pilots and flight attendants as key positions in the aviation industry. However, there are many people that work behind these flights that keep us in the air. The aviation industry would not function without the many aircraft engineers and service technicians. Aircraft mechanics specialize in preventative care. They conduct routine checks on the engines, landing gear, pressurized sections, and other aircraft parts to ensure everything is working perfectly. Working with deadlines and maintaining safety standards to keep aircrafts on schedule is part of the mechanic's job. Because lives literally depend on the training and skill of all airline workers at all levels, it is imperative to have well-educated and responsible individuals in all positions.
While we offer dedicated training for pilots, this may not be the best fit for every individual. The aviation industry has many more career options, from flight attendants and customer service agents to air traffic controllers and flight followers. Of course, no plane would ever be safe in the air without the continued support of staff on the ground. From airport operations managers and flight dispatchers to ground handlers and firefighters, all people in the industry work together to keep every flight safe from start to finish. Here at Mitchinson Flight Centre, we can connect you with the aviation industry to choose the path that's best for you.
If you're interested in becoming a pilot in the aviation industry, Mitchinson Flight Centre is the place for you to begin your journey. We're conveniently located at 2620 Thayer Ave in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Feel free to drop by and give us a visit, and we can talk about getting your career in aviation started. If you cannot drop by, our phone number is 306-244-6714, and our email is info@flymitchinson.com. We look forward to seeing you to begin your aviation journey in the near future.